Can I say everything? Everything. I freaked out about everything. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, y'all. So let's talk about some things that I kind of freaked out about as a first time mom. So I became a mommy back in August of 2024. Yes, I'm about to have a 1-year-old, and no, I don't want to talk about it. But basically, he was born with a cyst on his intestines, and so we had issues with him eating. And then after that, every time, like, we got the surgery, he had that removed, but every time my baby don't finish a bottle, oh my goodness, when I say that my mind be like, I mean gears going, because it's like,
why aren't you eating? Is there something wrong? Like, do you have something wrong with your tummy again? You know, and they can't talk. They can't tell you what it is that's going on. So I'm sitting here, I freak out every single time, like, oh my goodness, do I need to call your pediatrician? Do I need to call the GI doctor? Do I need to call da-da-da-da-da?
But he's not always, you know, like, wanting a bottle. And I don't know if it's because he wants our food or big people food or whatever, but if he leaves an ounce in that bottle, I'm like, why didn't you finish it? What's wrong? Are you okay? But yeah, while we're on that subject, being at CHOA freaked me out. CHOA is Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. That's where he went and got his surgery at, and my baby was 5 days old when he went to CHOA. Thank God CHOA was really sweet, and they went ahead and put us in a room instead of having us sitting in the waiting room because we had a 5-day-old. So thank God for that. However, it was a really, really, really freaky situation. Like, I didn't know what to do. I was just kind of like ill germs because I'm already kind of germophobic anyway. So that kind of was just like, this is embarrassing. So my baby had an ear infection a few months ago. He's had another one since, but this specific instance, my baby had an ear infection. I was tired. It was early in the morning. Now I get up at about 6 to 6:40 in the morning. So I had to give him his antibiotics twice a day. So it's like one time in the morning, one time in the nighttime, or whatever. So my baby is very smart, and he noticed when the antibiotics were in the bottle. So I had to like put it in a small amount of formula and add a little bit of baby food in there. So the baby food would coat the antibiotics so he wouldn't taste it. Baby, this specific morning, I fixed him a bottle, so I thought. Put the water and a little bit of the food inside the water, and then I warmed it up, right? So then I put his antibiotics in there, and apparently I closed the bottle and shook it up and gave it to him. Now, mind you, I think that was about 4 ounces of water. Yeah, it's like 4 ounces of water, a little bit of food, and then his antibiotics. He drank majority of it. Took it down. When I say took it down, he took it down. And I was just like, he finished, and I seen it was like the way the liquid looked. I was like, why does it look like this?
I didn't put no formula in here.
The way I freaked out, I could not wait until the pediatrician opened. I called them jokers up. I said, listen.
I was tired, and I accidentally gave my baby like 4 ounces of water. There was a little bit of food in it.
Oh, I did search it. I searched on ChatGPT, and I was like, is this okay? And they gave me like these signs to watch out for. At this point, I'm watching my baby like a hawk. I already do that anyway, but I am like,
You alright? You good?
Like, I asked him if he was good. Like, he could tell me if he was good or not, like 50 times. I started crying. I told my husband, I woke my husband out his sleep and was like,
I'm a bad mom. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was doing. I just, I don't know. You know, I'm tired. I can't think.
He's like, calm down. You're okay. He's fine.
But how do you know? How do you know he's fine?
So he could have an ounce or two of water and it'd be fine. But this was 4. Baby, I was freaking out. But either way, I got through it and everything was fine. So yeah. And then, oh my goodness, and then I went to work and I was crying. And they were like, what's wrong? And I like explained the situation. They said, girl, you are such a first time mom. Like, it's fine. Just wait till you start jumping off recliners. And I'm like, baby.
We can talk about the recliner. We can go get that patched up, baby. What's going on with the inside? You done drank out of water.
Sleeping on the stomach. So, I'm a 90s baby. We slept on our stomach. But, you know, it's became a thing that they're like, oh, don't put the baby on the stomach, da 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 da, whatever the case may be. So, I'm a first time mom. I'm going by the book. It's my first baby. I don't know how to do this. One day, my mama put him on his stomach.
Y'all slept on y'all stomach. Everything's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with y'all.
Yeah, but we ain't supposed to do that no more, Mama.
He's fine. He sleeps better on his stomach.
He does. He definitely did sleep better on his stomach. And it's not like she wasn't watching him. Like, she was right there. But I'm freaking out. Because I'm like,
you're not supposed to do that.
it's just like, it's no big deal. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
I didn't want nobody kissing my baby. And I think it's because I never put my mouth on nobody, baby. So I was like, certainly the Lord is going to look out for me and nobody's going to put their mouths on my baby. Yeah, if it was something to freak out about, I did it. But nah, daycare. I did not want to go back to work. I was out of work for 3 months. So he went to daycare 3 months. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know how this is going to work. I don't want to leave him, you know, whatever. But I did good when I dropped him off. I cried, but not for long. So we took him the day of our anniversary. So we just spent our anniversary together. So we took him to the daycare. That was a Monday. And they were sending pictures and everything. It was really nice. The updates were amazing. It was great. So I was like, okay, I can do this. So when I took him on the 29th, I think I left a little early to make sure that I had time to like process and, you know, all of that stuff. So that turned out okay. But I was freaking out. For sure. Freaking out. Screen time. I'm sorry, but I was that mom. I didn't have my baby in front of a TV. First of all, when I first turned the TV on, my baby didn't even like it. He was like, yeah, no, not paying attention to it at all. But mommy needed time. Do what works for you. That's all I can say. Co-sleeping. I never wanted to co-sleep. But I ended up co-sleeping. With co-sleeping, I didn't want to co-sleep because I was terrified of rolling over the baby. I was terrified of squishing him. Terrified of all those things. The way I beat the co-sleeping is I knew I didn't sleep crazy. So I would hold so my husband would be over here. I'd be here. And then I'd be holding my baby like this. The best sleep. Because I could tell when he moved and everything like that. I hated him being in the bassinet. Because, yes, it was right here. But when he would wake up, I would be scared that I'm not going to wake up. So I was like, man, you got to sit here. I'm sorry. But freaked me out. I freak out about judgment still. Like, I feel like, you know, sometimes I'll be doing something. I'm
like, oh my gosh, people are going to be like, this is a terrible mom. Why does she have this there? Why does she have that there? Why is she doing this to the baby? Why did it?
Baby, I overthink. Bad. So that was something I freaked out about. Sharing. I don't like to share. My baby is my baby. I'm sorry. And like in the beginning, I struggled really, really bad with sharing my child. But I was actually really freaked out about it. I didn't want my baby away from me. Period. No. So if you're a first time mom and you're going through that, you're not alone. And I don't even think it's a first time mom thing. I feel like I'm gonna be like this with all my babies. I don't know. Development. Oh my gosh, like, why they don't talk about how you worry all the time about if your baby developing at the rate he's supposed to or she's supposed to, whatever. I would freak out if a baby in his class or whatever was his age or younger and was doing stuff that he wasn't doing. Like, why my baby not doing that? Because all babies grow at their own rate. So I know now. I freaked out about the shots, y'all. I didn't want him to get no shots. Doctor's appointments. I was terrified about doctor's appointments. Literally everything. Everything freaked me out. I was freaked out about the doctors because I'm really firm on like needing to be comfortable with a doctor. I need you to act like, you know, I understand you do this every day, but I need you to make me feel comfortable. Like, nah, you're not crazy. Like, it's okay. It's okay to feel this way. I'm a first time mommy. I don't know how this go. I even switched doctors because I didn't like the way they gave him the shot. I don't care. I'm a first time mom. I'm gonna do what's best for my child, or though I think. But basically, like, it just felt like they gave him the shot with no remorse. Like, just no, oh, it's okay, buddy, you know, da, da, da. But I freaked out about the shots because I didn't want him to cry. And whole time, my baby a soldier. Moral of the story, if you can think about it, I probably freaked out about it. Yup. Anything I got to do with my baby, I done freaked out about it probably. If I can give advice to anybody out there, be gentle with us. Because if you didn't go through it, oh well, I am. So leave me alone. Yeah. Later.